I still don't love what I'm seeing from Golden State. And the Klay thing, I almost tweeted this last night. And then I like Klay. I didn't want to like make fun of Klay, but like if Westbrook had the game Klay had yesterday, he would have been getting annihilated. If that was a Laker playoff game and Westbrook was 6 for 20 and losing his guy in defense and stuff, and we would have been like, oh my God, Russ, Jesus, #Rush sucks. But Klay is getting, because he basically missed 3 years. People really like him. I do feel like he's getting a cushion with some of this stuff. I think he's been really erratic during these playoffs, but at the same time, there's this weird dynamic where it's because he's Klay, because they've won with him. You give somebody like that such a long leash, but athletically, sometimes it just doesn't look like he can hold up to the speed of the game. What do you see with that?
Yes, like they've been bleeding. I mean, it's not being talked about a lot because they're 7-1 in the playoffs, but I think that has been. So there's this one play that sticks to my mind from the Nuggets series. It's not really important, but at one point, so Bones Highland, the Nuggets rookie, he gets out on a break and Klay's behind to guard him. And he tries to cross up Klay and he can't get around him. And then normally it's like, okay, Klay's dead, run the offense, get in the half court. Then you see Bones like, no, like I'm taking this guy right now. He cannot stay in front of me. And he dribbles like in a circle for 12 seconds to get a layup. I remember watching that thinking, that's it right there. Like,
yeah,
Klay's not the stopper he was. And that's a huge, when you try to like compare this version of the Warriors to the OG version, Klay being a bad defender or not being able to guard point guard changes everything. Because now they have 2 weak defenders. Now you have Jordan Poole, you have 3 weak perimeter defenders. Now you've got nobody playing perimeter defense really at all. Like you're asking Wiggins to guard Ja in game 2. Like when Ja went off, it's Wiggins is the only one who can even do it. And I think that makes Golden State so much more vulnerable than they were in the past.
Yeah, and you think like with Phoenix, they'll have Paul and Booker out there. They might even go small and put, a third guard out there to mess with them. But they're just going to be, I think, hunting Klay and Poole the entire game. Just trying to get those guys guarding Paul or Booker and try to figure out over and over again how they can exploit that. The other thing with the Warriors, Russell and I talked about this Sunday, but just Draymond just doesn't shoot anymore, which I think a smart team will be able to use against them because they'll just play a million feet off him. They're going to play him to never try to go to the basket or do any of that stuff. So there's signs of concern. I know they were bummed out that they lost Peyton, but I also think like that shouldn't swing your title hopes if you lost like your 7th guy, and at this point, everybody's had somebody that is either like the Celtics. I don't know if Robert Williams is playing on Wednesday night. I don't know what we're getting out of him. Everybody's got something at this point. The Klay thing's a much bigger issue, I think. Sometimes he'll be good. Like he might, in game 5, he might go, 10 for 14 and it'll be like, oh my God, Klay. He still has the quick release, but he might be moving closer to that spot shooter kind of guy versus like the well-rounded guy that he was. He was such a good defender,
That's the thing. Like the prime Klay is, elite 2-way player. And it's funny
right.
you mentioned
not like Kawhi level, but like I would say one level below those guys. Like he guard everybody from any size, basically.
That was always the difference. Like when they would play the Blazers or the Rockets, it'd be like, okay, Klay's gonna guard Harden, Klay's gonna guard Dame for 40 minutes, make those guys work. Like you just can't. And it's just funny you mentioned Gary Payton too. It's not a good sign when your 7th man goes down. Everyone's like, "That's our best perimeter defender." Like, hopefully, one of the guys who plays a lot of minutes is a good perimeter defender as well.
Right. Like he plays less than like Derek White.
Yeah, and if you're the Suns right in this next series, or if you're the Mavs, they advance. You're like, my guy's gonna cook. If you have Devin Booker or Luka, you look at that Warriors roster. Like, I don't see a lot of stoppers in this roster. Like, my best player is gonna get whatever he wants, and that's always gives you a decent enough chance right there.
Well, that's going back to the Mavs. I mean, that's what's sitting there for them. If they can just win 2 here, I think Golden State's pretty beatable. Doesn't seem like they have the same home court advantage anymore either. I think the Oracle just had a different energy to it. Now, people who go say, no, it gets there. There's been moments, but like that Memphis game yesterday, that I just thought the atmosphere was dead. It wasn't like Miami level dead, but it was pretty, I don't know, pretty lackluster for what we used to get from that.
I mean,
crowd.
I remember the We Believe. Felt like the Mavs were playing in an
Oh
airport,
my God.
in an airport hangar where those games were going.
It's 15th anniversary of that.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Whew.
I'm still mad the Warriors lost the Utah series. I think I even bet on them that series too. I was ready to ride them all the way, and then freaking Darren Williams and all those dudes.